Welcome back everyone, I'm MTG Joe and today we're going to be playing some Mardu Glass of the Guildpact. So for those of you who haven't already seen, we did a black-white version of this deck a couple days ago, which is built around the card Glass of the Guildpact, which is an anthem effect that gives our multicolored creatures +1/1, so any of our gold 2-color or 3-color creatures. So the deck itself is looking to abuse Glass of the Guildpact as well as Hero of Precinct One. So whenever we cast a multicolored spell, we get to create a 1/1 human token. So every other card in the deck is multicolored. With Mardu, we do unlock some probably more aggressive threats and a little bit more card draw in stuff like Light Up the Stage. So the rest of the deck, we have Footlight Fiend, which can be cast for a black or red. When it dies, it deals 1 damage. So really it can block a 2 toughness creature and then ping it dead. We still are playing the Imperious Oligarch. It creates a 1/1 2-colored, also worth noting, token with flying afterwards. With red, we get to unlock Fireblade Artist, which is a good way to throw the final points of damage, and a 2/2 for 2 with haste is quite efficient. Trying out Boros Challenger. It's a 2-mana 2/3 with mentor ability to make our other smaller creatures larger, and then we could pump it in the late game. Also trying 2 Swiftblade Vindicators. With the anthems, it starts getting quite large, and then we can have the double strike and trample effect. We're playing 4 Judith. Although it's a legendary creature, it's an amazing one. It'll give all our creatures +1/0 and 0, so 1 more power. And then whenever a non-token creature we control dies, we can deal 1 damage to any target. So this is a good like board wipe insurance, or we can use it to ping off little creatures. We're also playing 2 Tajic, Legion's Edge. So this is a 3-mana haste mentor, so we can make one of our smaller creatures larger. And then it also has the effect to prevent all non-combat damage. So this is anything like Deafening Clarion, Gates Ablaze, won't work on our creatures. We have a lot of ways to deal damage, so we need to refill our hand. And Light Up the Stage does that beautifully for 1 mana off the spectacle cost. And then we're still playing 2 Mortifies, down from the 4 in the black-white version, and then 2 Seraph of the Scales in place of the 3 we were playing. The mana base is an expensive one. I'm sorry on that regard, but we're playing all the dual lands. 22 lands, so we're just cutting off to the Blood Crypts. The Dragonskull Summits. We will suck really bad if we get settled, but we just try to kill them before settle's a thing. So we'll take it through. I actually want to try this deck on some ranked matches and see how we go. So this is the Platinum tier. So I want to try it out in best of 1 in this setting here. And then depending on how good it is, we can also build out a sideboard. So for those of you who haven't done so already and you're looking for a way to support the channel, if you click the subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner here, it costs you absolutely nothing and it would be greatly appreciated. It goes a long way to helping me to continue to build out the channel. So this hand's a little awkward if we'd want to land on tap for 1. But I think with Glass and Boros Challenger and Judith, we keep this hand. So next turn, so they'll have the elf, that's fine. I was hoping for a land there. So best would be a land next turn, so we can play both Boros Challenger and the Footlight Fiend. It's also pretty good. Let's just go Fiend. The long game will probably benefit Sultai. So let's get in as much damage as we can. So they cast down. That's fine. If they use their early removal here, compared to something like Seraph the Scales, Hostage Taker. Alright, so they baby Krasis. So here I'm going to offer the trade. It was unlikely they took it, but mana base isn't cooperating the most with us this game. Opponent uses Vraska's Contempt. So here, I like just getting Judith down. We'll shock ourselves, play a Footlight Fiend. So opponent can still hit us in for 2, but they're eventually going to need something back on defense. Or they could play Vraska. So here I'm just going to kill the elf. It's something that can block. So it's actually pretty good because we can double spell now and kill Vraska. So even if they block, we can use that 1 point of ping damage to take out Vraska. And then just play out the Mentor here. Not bad, we survived the first wave. Do they have an Explore creature? They don't. So here we'll attack with both. We'll get the Mentor on the Footlight Fiend, unless they have a removal spell. It's fine. Attack in for 1 nonetheless. So, opponent caught us there. Wasn't expecting the second Assassin's Trophy. But we have Seraph here, which is still a good clock. Until they play Jade Light Ranger out. So may want to put 1 basic into the deck. Vivian's really good for them. I think we offer the trade here. Like, they're gonna gain a lot more life. We have the option to just attack in. That's actually really good. We'll get the light off the stage value. Play out Tajic. Have that enter tapped, so we can mentor one of these flyers next turn. Then hit Vivian.
How this thing goes is up to you, pal.
And then we can also give Tajic first strike.
Not again.
So we'll hold this in hand at this point. It's important to get Vivian off the table. It'll keep drawing it into more threats. Alright, so Krasis gets them back up. This is also Krasis for 4. Which may be enough. Just play out the Footlight Fiend. So we'll end the turn here. Let's see if they attack with the Krasis. We'll attack in next turn. The line doesn't help. we'll call it there. Opponent will have us. The double Assassin's Trophy really helped. So let's make one change here. I think we can go down one Clifftop. For 1 plains. 4, 7, 10, 12. Yeah, probably plains. Just for Assassin's Trophy. Or Settle. We did get a good demo of the deck though. Sultai's probably a little bit tough just with the amount of removal and then life gain. Sure. We'll try it out. So we'll see what the opponent's playing. Red, so we'll go Fireblade first. Vindicator can die to too many things. Well, mind you, well, they'll be on 3 mana, so this could die to Chain Whirler. And they hit the Wizard's Lightning. So hopefully they blow Wizard's Lightning now. Oh, they play the other runner. It's actually quite good. So I'm not going to attack here. I want them to use the Wizard's Lightning on the Fireblade. It'll save 3 damage. So here we could play Judith, which would likely die. So we take the 2 damage. We could play Tajic. Probably just play Judith. Block and then ping the Firebrand. So opponent's turning on Spectacle. They get the Shock, which is good for them. So we'll just have this enter tapped. And then we'll mortify one of them. Haven't seen much mono red in Platinum. It's been more like mid-range decks. Viashino comes down, gets me pretty low. So we can play out 2 creatures here, which is nice. We're obviously dead to any burn spell. Opponent GG's us, so probably dead. Yeah. A little bit from behind. It's probably hard for us to race mono red. This 3-color mana base might be a little too ambitious. Keep this hand. Get hero down. Hero into Fireblade. And then hopefully go into Seraph. It's a little awkward right now because of this plains. We can't actually play both Fireblade and Footlight next turn. Perfect. We'll attack. That was actually a misplay on our part. It might come back to cost us. Forgot about the haste on Fireblade. Was 2 points of damage we could have got in. We'll decline right now. I'll cast Light up the stage. So they might have Kaya's Wrath next turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can probably play out one more hero. They need Kaya's Wrath or they're dead. If we sack one of these... If we sack this, it does 3 damage. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so they have the Wrath. Boros Challenger is actually a pretty good draw. Lets us rebuild and apply some pressure with Mentor. They need a second Kaya's Wrath here. Cryocarnarium. So we'll just play out the Seraph. So we could pump it once, so we could deal 7 damage next turn. Contempt's pretty good there because it gets rid of the bodies on the backside. Just play out the land. We want to be able to double pump. See if the opponent tucks. Yeah. Might be too far behind at this point.
Let's skip to the good part.
What's it called? Fireblade Artist would be good. Opponent's digging here. Resolves.
Hurry.
They're likely going to have removal spells at this point. Yeah. It's decent value for them. They can 1 for 1. They'll be able to flip a Scanta next turn. They'll Insight here, if not remove it. So now they can double activate a Scanta each turn with Teferi.
Keep up the pace.
Yeah, I got Mortify, so we'll see what we draw this turn. If it's nothing relevant, then we'll call it quits on this one. And it's important versus control. Yeah, so they got Kaya's Wrath. Yep, opponent's got it. So the deck in theory is it's there, but just doesn't seem to be performing. So we'll call it quits on this one. Come back with a another variation, and we'll take it from there. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that subscribe button to help support the channel. Costs you nothing and goes a long way. Thanks for watching, and have a great one.